Good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome to yet another presentation of Hard Hats TV. We've got a big one here today. The Post 22 Expos on a unbelievable Cinderella run at the moment. They're going to face the Fargo Post 2 squad from Fargo, North Dakota here in these semifinals. 2 wins to the championship. The Expos far exceeding expectations, breaking records on their way to this run. This is going to be their toughest challenge yet. A true blue blood, a team, perennial state champions in North Dakota, Final Four at the Central Plains Regional last year, 34-3 on the season. But magic, fundamental play, and lockdown defense. These are the things that the Expos bring to the table. They also bring a lot of pitching that should be available and whatnot. What happened to my camera? Hello?
Today's lineup for the Expos. Leading off, playing right field, Ben Hassett. Left tackle, 13, James Lee. In center field, number 12, Lars Kipper. First baseman, number 25, Dexter Steve. Third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris. Second base, number 19, Braden Lee. Shortstop, number 13, Dawson Inhopper. Catcher, number 11, Carter Prager.
All right, we are back. Sorry, the little battery on my transmitter ran out, but we are back. So the Expos, it'll take a near perfect game, if not a perfect game. Also, they would need a tremendous performance on the mound, but they do have McCoy Rippentrop, one of their top pitchers, and they have spirit, and they have a very locked down, wait attack kind of approach that could bring this game a lot closer than a lot of people will expect. The Fargo Post 2 squad on their way here, beating the Harrisburg Gold, the reigning South Dakota Legion champ. Good teams beating Creighton Prep, winner of the Omaha tournament. Challenge, Fargo, true powerhouse. But the Expos have the ability. They have to play perfect, but they can do it. It's going to be a very big one here today. We're here at Veterans Stadium at Minnetonka High School in Minnetonka, Minnesota, which is, it's essentially Minneapolis. It's just, another suburb within this. But this is where the championships will be played. 4 teams remain. The Lincoln East Spartans, the Carpetland Spartans, who finished second at Nationals last year. Then the Team Manitoba squad, made up of the best players from the province of Manitoba in Canada that beat the Hard Hats. Then we've got the Expos and we've got Fargo. Expos definitely stand out among that crowd, and that's for good reason. They're the first Junior Legion team to make it out of pool play. They're the first Junior Legion team to make it to the round of 16. They're the first Junior Legion team to make it to the quarterfinals, and they're the first Junior Legion team to make it here to the semifinals that we will have this morning. Let me give you the lineups real quick. We'll start off with the home team, the Fargo Post 2 squad. Let me switch that up on the scoreboard real quick. I'm also going to change up because it's the semis. All right, there we go. Scoreboard all fixed. So let me give you the lineup here. Fargo Post 2 comes into this game 34-3. Leading off, designated hitter Sam Oshak. Then the catcher, Adam Leininger, will back him up. Right fielder Charlie Kalbrenner, a big power bat in the lineup. He'll be at 3. We got a national anthem. I'll finish it once we're done.
middle.
All right, here we go. Let me recap, start up the lineup yet again. So for Fargo Post 2, leading off, the designated hitter, Sam Oshak, followed by the catcher, Adam Leininger, followed by the right fielder, Charlie Kalbrenner, a big power bat at the 3-hole, number 4 prospect in the class of 2024 for North Dakota, followed by the center fielder, Jordan Leininger. He's going to be backing up at the cleanup spot. Then at the 5 is the third baseman, Jackson Byswinger, committed to Bucknell University. Then the shortstop, Connor Holm, is taking up the 6th hole. 7th is first baseman Adam DeYoung. Then the second baseman, Caleb Brigham, will be 8th. And finally at the 9th hole, the left fielder, Landon Meyer, with Wyatt Kozadowski on the mound. So to repeat for Fargo, their first 3, designated hitters Sam Oshak, catcher Adam Leininger, and right fielder Charlie Kalbrenner. The middle 3, center fielder Jordan Leininger, third baseman Jackson Byswinger, and shortstop Connor Holm. And the bottom 3, first baseman Josh DeYoung, second baseman Caleb Brigham, and left fielder Landon Meyer, with Wyatt Kozadowski on the mound. Now for your Post 22 Expos. Leading off for them, the right fielder Ben Hassett. Left fielder Kane McLeod will back him up, and finishing out the outfield in the top 3, the center fielder Lars Kiefer will be 3rd. Cleanup is first baseman Dexter Steen. He's been remarkable in this tournament, 7 for 11 so far, batting .636. The third baseman Hadley Burris will take up the 5 slot. At 6 is the second baseman back in the lineup, Graydon Juby. He pitched 6 2/3 shutout in their win in the quarterfinals. He's now back in the lineup on defense. Shortstop Dawson Inhofer will take up the 7th hole. Batting 8th and playing catcher today is Carter Brager. Then the designated hitter will be Tayton Giddings at the 9th hole, with McCoy Rippentrop on the mound here for the Expos. Rippentrop, one of the top pitchers here. That's one of the things the Expos have to their side. They are extremely deep and haven't used a lot of their top pitchers. Ben Hassett also available. Only pitched 1 out last game. Pitched 3 1/3, or like 2 outs another game. He has been very, very sparsely used. He is a relief ace if they need him. Let me go back through the lineup here for the Expos. The first 3, right fielder Ben Hassett, left fielder Kane McLeod, and center fielder Lars Kiefer. The middle 3, first baseman Dexter Steen, third baseman Hadley Burris, and second baseman Graydon Juby. And the bottom 3, shortstop Dawson Inhofer, catcher Carter Brager, and designated hitter Tayton Giddings, with McCoy Rippentrop on the mound. This Fargo team probably expecting quite an easy win. They were probably rooting for the Expos to make it here, thinking that it would be an easier opponent than a varsity squad. That's where they're mistaken. We'll see what the Expos are able to do off of this team, but surprising has been the name of the game for them all season long. Ben Hassett up to bat. First pitch strike. I see we have the guy from the Papillion South versus Stillwater game here in that bright blue Empire mask. Ball fouled away. Kozadowski throwing some heat at the moment. Kozadowski, swing and a miss, strike 3. The first man goes down swinging. A good start for Fargo.
The left fielder, number 18, Kane McLeod.
3 pitches, Ben Hassett goes down. Here's Kane McLeod. This team, very good contact team. Making the defense work for it is their name of the game. They may not hit it super far because they are, young, but they're going to leg it out. They're going to make you have to make tough throws and hopefully an error. 0-1 count now here to the righty McLeod. Swings and pops it up into shallow center. Shortstop going back on it. Center fielder calls him off, and play is made by Leininger. 2 down now in the top of the first.
Now batting number 12, Lars Kiefer.
So not a great start here for the Expos in the top of the inning. Everybody rallying behind them, over 100 people early in this. I expect it'll stay about that way. The Expos trying to do the unthinkable, currently on a generational run. Something that hasn't been accomplished by any junior team in the 44-year history now of the Gopher Classic Tournament. First pitch, a ball from Kozadowski. 1-0. Another one, that one taken in the middle. Kozadowski recorded to have a fastball velocity about 80, so nothing these guys can't handle. Swung on and hit hard and deep into left. Lars Kiefer gives it a ride. It's still going to the wall and off of the wall. So Kiefer grounding for second. He will hold up there. There's a double, his third of the tournament. Lars Kiefer puts the hard hats on the bases, or the Expos on the bases. That sends a message here. They aren't just going to lie down. They aren't just an easy team. They are capable of tough things. Lars Kiefer with a 2-out double. Now in scoring position for the cleanup man, Dexter Steen. Steen batting a ridiculous 636, 750, 1386. Triple slash in this tournament. That means he's 7 hits on 11 at-bats with 2 walks. Pickoff attempt not in time. Kane McLeod, good idea trying to pick him off. He has been picked off once in this tournament. He has 3 steals, has not been caught when he's taken off. They may not be your prototypical powerhouse, but the Expos, a very fearsome team, fundamentally built. Strike one, taken at the letters. Steen, ultimate cleanup hitter, batting around 450 on the season. Swung on and it'll be softly hit into right center. Coming in on it is Leininger. He will make the grab, and that'll be the inning. But a double sends a message to this Fargo squad that the Expos are here to play, and they mean business. F8 ends the inning, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on. Overall, I'd say that's a productive inning, even if no runs were scored. Bottom of the first now going to set things up. The Expos have been helped in large part by their top-notch pitching. It may not have the velocity, but it has a lot of break, a lot of control, and very poised pitchers that all believe they can do it. McCoy Rippentrop going to be on the mound here. He was a hero last night, hit a home run, the first of the season, to dead center. That was the only run in the game yesterday in the 1-0 win over Papillion South, sponsored by Jeans Auto and Truck from the Omaha area. McCoy Rippentrop made a few spot starts for the Hard Hats recently. He, on the season, 22 innings pitched, or 22 innings pitched. He's 3-2, a 3.82 ERA, a whip of 1.68. That's got to really be brought down if they're going to have a chance here today. 12 walks, 22 Ks. The name of the game here for the Expos, Jace Caldwell's point of emphasis. Good, solid, fundamental defense. Don't allow long balls, don't allow big, long hits. Force some ground outs, force some fly outs. Let it get in play a little. And then the big point of emphasis, no walks. When you don't walk a team and you play good fundamental defense, it is quite hard to win that war. And that really has been how they have closed the gap in experience slash building of the teams over the course of this tournament. The Wi-Fi doing all right. We don't have Wi-Fi, but we have our hotspot, which shout out to the hotspot. It's doing a great job. Here at Veterans Field, we will see how it goes. Bottom of the inning coming up. Expos top-notch pitching and defense. They have to play a perfect game on defense. No errors, even a single one. If they fall down more than 3 runs, it's going to be a real climb to get back there. They need to keep this thing down. Infield playing pretty deep to the lefty Oshak. First pitch, swung on and grounded hard over to short. Backhanded grab by Inhofer. He will throw across the diamond, and it's there! He got him! Great throw from Dawson Inhofer for the first out.
Now batting number 7, Adam Leininger.
First out recorded 6-3. Oshak goes down. Good start. It was a solid piece of hitting. It was good contact, hit to a hard spot, but Ball is popped up into left field. Coming in on it is McLeod, and that's the second out. 2 down now here in the bottom of the first. Good start for McCoy on the mound. First 2 men come up, first 2 men go down. And up comes Charlie Kalbrenner, committed to Iowa Western. He is a lefty power bat. He hit 6 home runs last year. Hit 1 in the Central Plains Regional off of the Hard Hats. Charlie Kalbrenner, a serious power threat. First ball doesn't even get to him, goes behind him. That was definitely a wild pitch, maybe slipped out of his hand a little. Corey Rippentrop, supposedly mass fastball was 80 last year. Take it high that time, 2-0. Rippentrop, got to keep from walking anybody. Don't want to give Leininger a meatball either. We'll see what he dials up on the 2-0. The offering, swung on and hit hard into right field. Going after it is Hassett, and it'll get into his glove. Oh, what a play. Ben Hassett reaches up, uses every inch he's got, and just about pulls that one back. That was a track wall shot from Charlie Kalbrenner. And just like that, a shutout first inning for the Expos and McCoy Rippentrop. We have a game here, folks. We have a game.
2 up in the top of the second. Burris, Judy,
Expos currently leading in the hits category. Fargo probably feeling that first punch thrown in the fight, in the proverbial fight here, and going, huh, all right, this team's got hands. This team, we have to really lock in. This is not going to be nearly as easy as we thought it would be. Expos playing to perfection at the moment. It was a very tough play from Dawson Inhofer he made to start the inning. Then that was a hard line drive. Ben Hassett running after it, just about able to reach it at the top of his glove and keep it from being a 2-bagger off the wall. Good morning here from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Expos trying to do the unthinkable. The impossible even, but they've already done the impossible twice, so why not 3 times? Expos won both of their games yesterday to get here. It's single elimination, 96 teams in this tournament, 4 teams remain. 2 of them powerhouses from the Midwest, reigning champs in their respective states of North Dakota and Nebraska. The other one, a team made up of all the best players from a 2 million population province in Canada. And then there's the Expos. Fouled away, strike 1. That one's headed into the parking lot, I think. Up to bat is Hadley Burris. Burris 4 for 15 so far. Breaking ball down the middle. Good pitch there from Kozadowski. Swing and just got a piece of it. That was a pretty late swing. Lucky to even get any of it, probably. Kozadowski with the 1 strikeout off Ben Hassett in the first. Burris. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The fastball whizzed right by him. And that'll be the out to start off the inning. First out of the inning, second strikeout of the day for Kozadowski. Now Juvie coming up. He had a tremendous performance on the mound. What a day from him. Take it high. Juvie with an exaggerated leg kick, trying to produce some power. 3 for 15. So batting 200 at the moment. Take it high. Does have 2 walks. 2-0. In addition to those, he does have 2 walks. That is a ball, number 2. So Kozadowski, the 2-0 count. Take it high. No, strike at the letters. Got the top of the zone. This umpire was very impressive in his rulings in the game yesterday. Should be a good one. Another strike. 2 fastballs challenging the batter to swing. Both of them taken by Juvie without budging on the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He doesn't like the count. Kozadowski goes to the secondary pitch. Fouled away by Juvie. It was the same fastball in the same spot. We'll see if they do that again or if they, now the Juvie finally swings, try to switch it up. Seems to be challenging this team to catch up to the fastball. Ball in the dirt, taken. Curveball buried. And the count now full. A walk would be big here. Expos extremely fast on the bases. Juvie, no exception. Full count. Swung on and lined into left field. That ball's getting down and going a little bit into the gap. Headed for second. No, Juvie will hold up there. And that'll be a 1-out single from Graydon Juvie. Second hit of the game. The Expos making some noise. Up comes Dawson Inhofer. Inhofer, whenever he gets on the bases, watch out. Unbelievable speed on this fella. 4 for 18 in the tournament. Does have 3 walks. Great hit there from Juvie. They seem to be timing up the fastball. It takes them a second, but that's 2 times now. Hard contact. Pulled down a bunt. Didn't offer it. Taken strike 1. Dawson Inhofer extremely fast. Juvie also quite quick. Inhofer 21 for 22 on stolen bases at the Expos level. Even more on the hard hats. That's fouled away. That'll be strike 2. So the bunt likely out of the picture now. Oh-2 count. 1 on, 1 out. Tie game here in the semifinals of the Gopher Classic. Strike! No, I thought so. Just a little bit off. Taken by Inhofer. I don't have a good left-right view here. I got a solid top-bottom view. It's really the opposite of the one I had at the stadium at University of Northwestern for the hard hats. That one swung on and batted away. The catcher gonna check on it. Boink. Ooh, good catch there off the bounce by one of the Expos parents. I like it. Somebody in a white and red hat with a gray shirt. Unfortunately, I don't know him enough to really say whose parent that is. But they're happy and they're making plays. 1-2. Inhofer. Ooh, called strike. Just got a piece of the zone. That was a borderline take, and Inhofer will pay. Strikeout number 3 of the day for Kozadowski. Now with a man on first, 2 outs. Expos not trying to waste another base runner. They can give themselves a lead. We found out even as early as it is, they can defend it. A perfect first rip and trot. Showed that off well. Taken outside, ball 1. Carter Brager, 4 for 11. Batting a hair under 400 in this tourney. Had a few hits yesterday. Had some crucial ones in the game earlier. That is swung on and flared into right. It'll get down. And they're going to hold the man at second. Another hit. The 3rd of the day now here for the Expos. No, it cannot. Sorry, Mrs. McLeod. I know he's out there. But in order to get home plate, the umpire, and the rest of this, with the angle that we've got, we don't have left. You're going to have to take my descriptions. Sorry about that. Another hit there. That one, Brager, it brings up Tatum Giddings. Giddings with a 600 OBP in this tournament. 2 for 6, but with 4 walks. Both runners with serious leads at the moment. Breaking ball at the knees. Strike 1. Game of inches. This is one of the biggest battles in it. Swung on and grounded, back up the middle. It'll be handled by second baseman. He gets it to the bag, and that'll be the inning. Play made by Caleb Brigham, and that'll be the inning. 2 hits for the Expos, though. They keep the pressure on. And going into the bottom of the second, we're tied up 2-2.
2 up in the bottom of the second for Fargo, Lininger, Weisslinger, and Holm.
2 hits, turning into no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 2 men left on. That brings the total up to 3 for the Expos. But they're hitting. They are hitting. That is an important part. They are hitting against this 34-3 Fargo team. And their defense is coming through. And they don't seem all that intimidated. That is half of the battle here. Showing that they can get something off of you and that you're going to have to work real hard to get something off them. Fargo going to have somebody warm up in the bullpen now. In the event that the pitcher needs gone, possibly the guy who they were going to start this morning if they had faced a different opponent. I don't know about that. That's all speculation. The person warming up in the bullpen is Landon Hale. McCoy Rippentrop coming back out for his second inning of work. Rippentrop, one of the more senior members of the Expos here. Last year he pitched for the Expos. Might have pitched the year before for the Expos, maybe a bullet at that point. But he is a junior going on senior. Well overqualified for this squad. But with the roadblock of several multiple year starters, of guys who have been there for 3 or more years, such as Lee Negebauer, Jaden Moreno, Eli Kelly, and the addition of Hayden Lighty to the mix, there is just a wealth of senior pitching talent that has blocked his promotion. He has come up a few times, though. Rippentrop now facing the middle of the order. First pitch taken, strike 1. Jordan Leininger, the center fielder, cleanup man with nothing to clean up. Trying to create something with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Another breaking ball, strike 2 in the corner. That was a sluggish ball floating around, making its way into the zone. Now an 0-2 count. McCoy Rippentrop, no Ks here today. He could get one here. Breaking ball in the dirt, taken. Leininger doesn't bite. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Rager has to put back on his catcher's gear. Umpire asks if he's good. He nods, and we are back to a 1-2. Every pitch so important. Every play's got to be perfect here to get a win. Ball in the dirt, curveball low. Half of the battle is pitching, and the Expos have a wealth of it, especially compared to a lot of the teams in this tournament. They played 1 fewer game, and Coach Jace Caldwell has held on to a lot of great arms to be used when necessary. He's used them effectively so far and has more available. Curveball in the dirt, and the count now full. So the 0-2 moves to a 3-2. McCoy Rippentrop, the bottom line, do not let up walks. The walks are unacceptable. Full count to Leininger. Rippentrop sets up, kicks, delivers. Fouled away. Fastball couldn't catch up to it. And the count still 3-2. Another payoff pitch, high and inside. There is a walk. A big moment there. The first base runner reaches base for Fargo Post 2.
13, the third baseman, Jackson.
And it's a center fielder, Jordan Leininger, on top of that. He works the count, though. Fouls off a ball when he needs to. Leininger with a 7.07 60 time. To play in the Patriot League He's going to go to Bucknell College in Bucknell University in, I believe it's Pennsylvania. It could be New York. One of those two. It's along that area, that line. Bucknell, the Bison, similar to the North Dakota State Bison that I'm sure many of these players go to or have gone to for games over the years coming from Fargo. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball pulls the string. And the count now 1-2 for Beiswinger. Beiswinger ranked the number 8 North Dakota prospect by Pro Prep Baseball Report in this class of 24. His teammate Charlie Kalbrenner ranked number 4. 1-2 count. Double play in effect, though the Expos have not turned it at any point in this tourney. Rippentrop sets up, looks down, delivers. No, there he is. Fastball low, taken. The count 2-2. You can see that the energy here has changed for Fargo. There are people sitting on the fences, watching the game intently, being extremely quiet. It's not the same fun, let's go do this, easy win type mentality that they had coming into this game. They realize they've got serious competition if they want to win. 2-2 count for McCoy Rippentrop. Strike 3 called. There he goes. Fastball on the outside, stared at by Beiswinger. The first strikeout of the game for McCoy Rippentrop, and the first out of the inning. It brings up Connor Holm. Connor Holm, a super senior, playing at whatever NOC Tonkawa is. Rippentrop, his first strikeout there. 1 out now. Holm, super senior shortstop, playing left-handed, batting left-handed. He swings, lines one over to to Inhofer, flips to second, Giddings to first, got him! Double play ends the inning. Another shutout for the Expos. And here we go. Top of the third, the Expos still the only team with a hit. Rippentrop's now faced the minimum. That's the first double play in their 7 games of tournament play in this Gopher Classic. And it comes very timely. 6, 4, 3, double play. Eliminates Holm and Leininger. I'm starting to hear whispers inside of the bullpen, inside of the dugout. Fargo starting to get a little tense. No hits in the first 2 innings for them on a team that they were probably assuming, that it was the Hard Hats couldn't get here. Here's the Expos. They're all, mostly 16, 15, 17-year-olds. We're reigning state champs. We're 34-3. We've gone undefeated in this thing. We've beat state champions. We've done all of that. Surely we could beat a Legion team. We could beat a junior team. Not so easy. The Expos locked in. They want this bad. And they are playing accordingly. Correction there. It was Inhofer to Juby to Steen on the 6-4-3. Many of you watching here from all over, I would assume. Plenty of Rapid City people, plenty of Hard Hats watching the Hard Hats finish 3-2 in pool play. They had to play a lot of tough pitchers, several throwing 90+, a couple of D1 commits, including a Notre Dame commit, and then a Manitoba guy who was throwing at least high 80s with a lot of break. Struck out 12, only allowed 1 hit. The Hard Hats facing a lot of tough pitching and went down 3-2. In the pool play, the Expos able to hold on to their tough pitching, and they are playing the perfect game they need to. Let's see. First pitch taken high. Up to bat now is the top of the order. Ben Hassett back in. He struck out swinging on 3 pitches his first time up. It's hard to keep him down, however. Taken just high, they say. Maybe could have caught the zone, but that time it did not. The count now 2-0. Another one high. The leadoff man working the count, 3-0. Hassett, 4 walks in the tourney on 22 plate appearances. A walk here would be huge. There's a strike down the middle. Show me pitch comes through. Thank you, Joanne. Fouled away, strike 2. We got a full count now here to Ben Hassett. Big pitch. Kozadowski gives him one. It's softly grounded over to third. Handled cleanly. Hassett booking it to first, but beat by a couple of steps. And a first out is recorded. 5-3. And it brings up McLeod. Kane McLeod flew out to center his first time up, but did make hard contact. McLeod had a pair of singles, a pair of really big singles in the game against Wolfe Electric. That ball in foul territory could be playable. First baseman does not want to go too hard. He's afraid of the fence. Probably a good business decision. However, the ball does drop. Kozadowski. Okay, thank you. Great to see some Fargo people watching the stream here too. Nice to see you guys. We did the Central Plains Regional last year. Got to see Fargo Post 2 there on Hard Hats TV. 0-1 count. Swung on and lined and caught by the shortstop. That one didn't quite have enough height.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12, Lars Gopher.
All right, so a line out, second out of the inning. Here's Lars Gopher. He started off the hitting with a bang, a double to one of the deepest parts of the park. Swing and a miss. He really unwinds there. And Mrs. McLeod, the answer is you can see barely on the left side of your screen there is a pole there, a pole for the stadium lights. If I were to pull it any left, you wouldn't see any more left field. You just simply would not. And I can't pull it anymore and get rid of first base and home plate, you know? But from this slanted angle we have down the first base line, or down the third base line, staring down the first base line. Can't do too much on left. Sorry, Mr. McLeod. All right, 1-1 count for Gopher. Take an eye. This is what they do well. They work the count. Expos got to keep the momentum up. A hit here, keep getting hits. Keep getting hits. A walk would work just fine too, but Kozadowski has not been handing away hasn't been handing away any free passes in this one. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lars Gopher. Taken low, ball 4, and there is the first walk. They get through to Kozadowski. And that'll be a walk. 5 pitches. And Dexter Steen now up. They're going to talk to Kozadowski. Once again, this is probably a game that Fargo did not expect to be nearly this competitive. Kozadowski will leave the game, it appears. Get some fist bumps. And I believe that would bring in the relief pitcher warming up. They're waiting on him. He's still throwing some BP. And he's finally going to come in. I believe that, what was it, Landon Hale? Yep, Landon Hale going to come into the game. So already relieving after 2 2/3. Wyatt Kozadowski going to leave the game having pitched 2.1 innings of shutout ball. But they are a little nervous. 3 hits allowed, 1 walk. All in all, a pretty good start. But considering the severity of this game, how big it is in implications, the single elimination nature, they're not taking any chances. Landon Hale going to relieve him. Over 200 people in here. Great to see it. Landon Hale, a hockey player as well, in addition to an outfielder primarily for this team. For the Fargo Shanley High School hockey team, Hale put up 13 points this year in 27 games. 7 of them goals, 6 assists. You would assume he's a forward based on that line. He's a class of 2025 guy, so a junior going on senior. Standing 5'8", 145 pounds. According to Perfect Game, this is 2 years ago, though, so I'm not really counting it. All right, Landon Hale coming up. Hey, Tate's in the chat. Great to see you, buddy. He was talking about going to the lake or something when he got back. I wonder if he's made it there yet. Oh, 1 count for Hale. Checking on the runner. He takes off. The throw coming from the catcher is late. A stolen base. Puts the man in scoring position. Also a ball on the pitch. Lars Kiefer gets his 5th stolen base, all no caught stealings. He's been successful on each and every one of them. Dexter Steen still looking at this. Steen, 1-1. A lot of space between first and second. Take it high. I believe the second baseman being the one trying to cover in the event of a pickoff, but there is a ton of space between second and first, as you can see right there. According to the football markers I'm seeing here, probably about 20 yards. If he could poke it through there, that'd be huge. Runner takes off. It's a strike. The throw to third, not in time either. Lars Kiefer, too fast to be caught. Still at large on the run. And now on third base, Dexter Steen, a base hit anywhere would bring him in. And give the Expos a much-needed lead here in the semifinals of the Gopher Classic. 2-2 count. Swung on, popped up, and out of play. Off the pole? No, not off the pole. Take the bounce into the little rock thing here. I don't even know how they're going to get down and get that. That's kind of an inaccessible area. Anyways, still a 2-2 count. Team Manitoba pulling up now. They're up next. They play Lincoln East. In the other semifinal, winner plays the winner of this game. 2-2 count. Over to Steen. Steen swings and hits it into right field. It'll get down. The Expos are on the board here in the semifinals. Taking the lead here in the top of the third. A single from Dexter Steen and some good base running from Lars Kiefer able to generate a run. The Expos have a lead. They are now serious. I mean, they are playing the game they need to play to win this. The Manitoba squad played post 22. Hard Hats got to win 1-0. Now the junior team here in the Final Four. It'd be something if they could play up against them. Take it high. Dexter Steen over on first. He's tried to steal 5 times in this turn. He's been successful 3 of them. Throw back to first, not in time. Hadley Burris up to bat. He had a single, he struck out his last time up. It was Graydon Juvie with the single. There's a strike, no, ball. No, it was a strike. So 1-1 count. I feel like Fargo quite a bit close. Yeah, they would be a lot closer, actually. Strike 2. Called in the zone. Pick-off attempt again. Close, but no cigar. If the Holly kid hanging around trying to go get the ball in the rock garden, this might not be safe. Pick-off attempt again, late. Dexter Steen taking a serious lead. I don't know if he takes off. I know we're aggressive on the bases here in post 22, but he has been caught twice. Strike. Ooh, never mind. Dips just below the zone. Real close. Good take from Mr. Burris. Runner leading off, moving around. Steen will take off this time. It's a high ball. The throw to second, a good one, but the tag not put down. It goes out of the glove of the second baseman, Caleb Brigham. And with 2 outs, Dexter Steen gets his 4th stolen base of the tournament. Sorry, the count doesn't change. It is a full count now. Here to Burris, a walk would be nice. Handed off to Juvie. Juvie had a scorching line drive into left. Get down for a single. Strike, no ball. Taken, and good take will lead to a walk. Hadley Burris keeps it up. 3 straight base runners reaching base with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd for the Expos. He earns that at bat. A 6-pitch walk. 2 men on, both of them quite fast. However, Steen going for 3rd might be a bit of a gamble, seeing as the throw did beat him to second. It was just not in the glove of Brigham. 1-0 count. Outside ball 2. I will reiterate, this umpire called a fantastic game at Papillion South versus Stillwater last night in the game before the Hard Hats. You noticed by the bright blue, very fancy umpire mask, but he's been calling great stuff. Glad to have an umpire like this in this game. 2-0 count. Strike 1, taken at the letters. Still 2 men on. This 2-out rally continuing on. The count, 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitcher steps off, trying to intimidate the runner. Graydon Juvie, like I said, a hard line drive into left center in that power alley. It didn't get to the wall, so it wasn't 2 bases, but it would likely score Steen. That ball is a little bit late, gets around to it, and fouls it away. So that fastball swung on slightly late, but solid contact nonetheless from Mr. Juvie. Graydon Juvie, the 2-2 count. Fastball swung on and hit past the first baseman. And coming home is Dexter Steen. Another run will score. Wow, the 2-out rally continues. A stroke of luck there from the Expos. That ball scorched back towards first. At that exact moment when he hit it, the first baseman, Josh DeYoung, was shifting back over to first, trying to cover the bag in the event of a pickoff attempt. He started to move that direction. Ball went back to his left where he had previously been standing. Momentum shifting in 2 different directions. And the ball got through. The Expos up 2-0 now. A 2-run lead, something they haven't been afforded in any game in the playoffs here. RBI single from Graydon Juvie. The reliever failing to get an out yet. The Expos playing that perfect game they needed to. Dexter Steen will score. Graydon Juvie now on first. Hadley Burris on third base. Dawson Inhofer up to bat. Runner takes off. The throw to second in time, and oh, it's way high. And that'll be a stolen base. Strike 1 called on Inhofer. Graydon Juvie, his 2nd steal of the tournament. Hello, Wasp. All right. 0-1 count, 2 on, both in scoring position. Inhofer trying to keep it alive. Breaking ball high. Inhofer struck out his last time up. He's extremely fast, can easily beat out an infield ball if he chops it. 1-1. There's a strike in the zone. Hale still looking for his first out as a reliever. He's allowed 3 straight batters to reach base, 2 singles and a walk here on this 2-out rally in the top of the 3rd. Expos trying to get juice and squeeze this out everything they can. They just got a piece of it. It does not land in the glove of the catcher, and barely. Dawson Inhofer will stay alive. One-two to Inhofer. Just outside. He starts to lean for it. Does not go. Premium bait plate discipline on display. I see a few of the carpet landers showing up. 2-2 count. Swung on and popped up into shallow right field. Coming in on it is going to be Kalbrenner. He will make the play, but 2-out score in the top of the third. The Expos on top here in the semifinals. Everything going according to plan for Post 22. A real shocker happening. I'm sure there's plenty of teams watching from all over that are just like, wow, how is this happening? The answer, you get a streak, you get hot, you want it really bad, and you play good, fundamental, sound defense with good pitching on the mound, and things happen well. 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. One to the starter, Kazadowski, and one goes to the reliever, Hale. There are still no errors. 2 men left on, bring the total up to 5, but the Expos capitalize and are on top going into the bottom of the third here in the semifinals. This team, 34-3, perennial champions of North Dakota, have swept the reigning South Dakota Legion State champions this year, including one yesterday. Now this junior squad from Rapid City giving them some trouble. Closest thing I could say here, this is about the equivalent of a 14 making it to the Final Four. Thing is, making it to the Final Four, actually less of an accomplishment than making it to the Final Four of the Gopher. 96 teams in this tournament, only 68 in the NCAA tournament. Maybe something more akin to Greece at the Euros.
Now batting first baseman, number 16, Jonah DeYoung.
McCoy Rippentrop back on the mound. He's faced the minimum. Did have a walk in there. Josh DeYoung coming. Is it Josh or Jonah? Take an eye. Is it Josh? I swear I saw Josh. No, it's Jonah. I just wanted to see what I saw. So Jonah DeYoung. He slipped and fell on the single from Graydon Juvie that brought in the second run of the game. Taken strike. Count is 1-1. Still got to play great, but they do have a lead. They only needed one yesterday, but this is a far superior squad to the Papillion South team. Another arm warming up in the bullpen for Fargo. They are not taking any chances, especially after the Expos take a lead. Check swing strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Rippentrop with 1 K so far. It was a breaking ball low. We'll see if he goes to that again. Calling for it high is Brager. It's a fastball, just got a piece of it. Able to get around to it. That ball probably touching the top of his velocity range, maybe 81, 82 for Rippentrop. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball grounded over to second. Juvie will handle. Throw to first is in time. And another out recorded. 7 up, 7 down for McCoy Rippentrop and the Expos. Fargo hitless so far. The Expos locking him down, sitting on him, refusing to let him up. Applying pressure at every possible moment. That's how you have to win a game like this. You keep the pressure on, you give 0 breaks, and you make them have to earn everything. When you do that, things get a lot more difficult. 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Breaking ball low. That's Caleb Brigham, the second baseman. Brigham, a new face, was not on the team, or was not in the starting lineup last year when they were in the Central Plains Regional. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hey, you say it's 2-0. The Expos won yesterday in the quarterfinals, 1-0. 1-2. Oh, check swing on a ball, barely off the plate. Great take there from Brigham. 2-2 count. Rippentrop kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss on a ball low. They have to finish the play to first, and they will. 2 down now in the bottom of the third. McCoy Rippentrop, his second strikeout.
Fielder, number 2, Landon Meyer.
Things are real. We're about to reach the midway point of this game, and the Expos currently leading 2-0 here in the quarterfinals over a perennial powerhouse, a team that I believe has won a Legion national title. Bunt shown, pulled it back, and ball 1. Bunt put down towards the pitcher. Picked up Rippentrop. No, he can't. Butterfingers. And that'll be a allowed base. A bunt single. The first hit of the day comes from Landon Meyer. The coaching staff clearly uncomfortable trying to make a change, and it works. Rippentrop tried to barehand that to throw it over to first. He had the time, but it slipped out of his fingers to be at a very inconvenient time. 1-0 count. Man on second, 2 outs. Fargo trailing 2-0. Rippentrop sets up, delivers, inside ball. Brager will handle. This Post 22 system in great hands if this is the junior squad. Post 22 with a wealth of talent coming out of Rapid City and a couple surrounding areas. I think there's a Sturgis person here. Anyways, 2 out. Ball taken low, and the count now 3-0. Rippentrop's only handed out 1 walk in this game, and Leininger had to earn it. It was a 6-pitch walk. Rippentrop this time, he hits the zone. The count now 3-1. Pitching from the stretch for just the second time. Rippentrop. 3-1 count. Ball called for high by Brager. Swung on and hit high into center field. Going after it is Kiefer. He will stand underneath it and make the play. Nobody scores in the 3rd inning. We enter the 4th inning of this game. The Expos on top, in the driver's seat for a potential unbelievable appearance in the championship game here at the Gopher. This magical run shaping up pretty dang well. F8 will end the inning. 1 hit, the first hit of the game for Fargo. No hits, no runs, no earned runs. 1 man left on, the first that they've done. And Rippentrop continues on his shutout. I don't know what the odds would have been going into this game. I just know that I believe that the line would have probably been set at something close to 5.5 for Fargo. Maybe more than that. Fargo's trip here, they started out winning 6-0 against Apple Valley, then 5-0 over Aberdeen, which, honestly, it's Aberdeen. I'm kind of surprised they only won 5-0. Anyways, no offense. Then 5-1 over Waconia, Post 150. Then they beat the Omaha College World Series team champion, the Creighton Prep. Either that or Fargo beat them out there. I don't know. Fargo was in the Final Four there. I never checked the very end of that as we left. 10-4 against Creighton Prep. Then won 9-0 over La Crescent. Won 7-2 over the reigning South Dakota State champions, Harrisburg Gold. And then won 9-1 over the Bemidji Centaurs in the quarterfinals. They have won pretty consistently. The closest margin of victory, 4 runs, and they did that once. Almost all of their games have been won by 5 or more. 6 of the 7 have. Top of the 4th. Expos trying to do the unthinkable. Here comes Carter Brager. He had a single his first time up. First pitch strike. It was a flare into right center. Still a lot of space between first and second, especially with a righty shortstop, which might not be quite as comfortable ranging over to his left. He'd be good down the line, but he got a righty second baseman, which is pretty good because he'll range, but the first baseman would have to go backhand. 0-2 count for Hale. Still no strikeouts in the game for him. He could get one here. Just outside, taken by Brager. That plate discipline, something taught in over thousands of hours in this post-22 system. One of the staples here for this program. 1-2. Brager swings and chops the ball back to the pitcher. Hale will handle it, leisurely runs over to first, and that'll be the first out. Up comes Tatum Giddings.
The designated hitter, number 23, Tatum Giddings.
Who's playing the trombone? Did I just hear a trombone? Somebody has a trombone in the parking lot. I don't know who that is. Do they bring a band? That's pretty cool. All right, top of the fourth, Tatum Giddings up to bat. Check swing, accidentally got a piece of a ball inside. A 1 count to Giddings. Standing over the plate, pretty close. Strike 2. A breaking ball directly down the center. Giddings, 2 for 7 in the tourney. Taken high, ball 1. If the Expos were to win it, that's a long ways out. Don't anticipate it. But if they were to win it, they would play later today against Team Manitoba or the Carpetland Spartans for the championship here at this stadium. Swung on and fouled away. Something about this team, a lot of them, I talked to Giddings before the game, I was like, I've got nerves here. I got nerves. And the reason I had nerves was because they could really do it. They could actually do it. And they're proving that to me right now. Giddings had a different philosophy. We aren't even supposed to be here. We're playing with house money. We've got nothing left to prove. We just got to go out and keep doing what we're doing and see how far it goes. Swung on, grounded over to short. It's a running out the first play. The play at first will be in time. 2 outs. So 2 consecutive ground outs will bring up Ben Hassett again. He is 0 for 2 in this game. Hard to keep him down, but they have so far. 7 for 20 now. Batting a little under 400. And no, a little over 333. So maybe 345 or something. Swung on and softly hit into shallow left. Shortstop ranging back on it and making the play. Post 22 Expos on top, 2-0 over the Fargo Post 2 squad. You know what? Here's the thing. So I made an agreement with the team. If they win it all for a day, I will change the name of the YouTube account and switch it back the day after, but the day I would change it to Expos TV for a day. If they win this, I'll make another good graphic for Expos TV and say welcome to Expos TV at the start of things. Make them a little themed thing for this Cinderella run. As right now, they are the stars of the show. That's for sure. This is the largest lead the Expos have had in postseason. They were down 5-0 against Wolfe Electric, came back, went up 6-5, then were knocked back down to 7-6. In the bottom of the 6th in that inning, that game, they put up 2 more runs, made it 8-7, and closed it out for the 8-7 win. The largest lead they had in that game, 1 run. And then in Papillion last night, they only got a handful of hits and ended up winning on a 1-0 victory thanks to fantastic pitching and a home run from McCoy Rippentrop, who is now pitching. Plenty of teams watching in awe, rooting for the underdog here. Adam Leininger, the first baseman, or the catcher, will pop it up in the infield. Calling for it, shortstop in Hofer. He will make the grab, and the first out recorded. 1 pitch, 1 out for McCoy Rippentrop. Manitoba and Carpet Land likely rooting for the Expos, not knowing the challenge that they will be. Fargo, they have college commits. They have D1 guys. But the Expos are hungrier than anybody in this tourney. Second pitch of the inning, taken outside. Up to bat is Charlie Kalbrenner, the power hitter. Last time he was up, he hit one extremely hard deep right. Ben Hassett able to bring it in on the run and keep a ball from turning into 2 bases. Strike 1. Kalbrenner does have home run ability. It's 325 to the right field pole, 380 to the right field power alley, and about, 330 to 360 along that wall most places. Swung on and grounded over to second. Playing deep is Juby. He will throw to first, and the shift works out. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th.
Number 14, the center fielder.
Good job there from Jace Caldwell. The last time the Hard Hats were in this game, Post 22 as a system, were in a semifinal game at the Gopher Classic. Jace Caldwell was a player back in 2018. He is now a coach and has led them this way. A fantastic coaching job. That one, the stop there, a credit to the shift that he put on, putting Graydon Juby on the outfield grass, trying to keep him from getting blown away by a hard contact hit going his way, and it worked out just fine. 1-0 count. Rippentrop delivers just low. The count now 2-0 to Jordan Leininger. Leininger, one of 2 players to reach base in this game for Fargo. He had a walk in the second inning. Strike 1. He drew the walk. He had to fight for it. A 6-pitch walk included a 2-pitch or a full count foul ball. He was out on a double play. 2-1. Ball curving in the dirt. The count now 3-1. Over 200 people watching this morning. Sure, from work, from home, from wherever you are, maybe in the car, headed to work, getting some coffee, whatever it is, tuning in, thank you. Swing and a foul tip, strike 2. So Jordan Leininger again in a full count situation. Umpire vigorously removing the pellets from home plate. It's important to clean the house. Full count. Last time here, Leininger fouled the ball and then walked. Rippentrop sets up, standing tall, delivering. Strike! Oh! Never mind. McCoy Rippentrop thought that was strike 3. I thought it could have been. It was a borderline pitch. Umpire says out.
The third baseman, number 13, Jackson.
Have to respect the umpire's call there. He's been very good. And for the second time, Jordan Leininger earns himself a walk. He seems to be the only one that can do so off Rippentrop. Here is Jackson Beiswinger. Beiswinger struck out looking for the first strikeout of the game for Rippentrop in the last inning. Beiswinger, a Bucknell D1 baseball commit. Not sure what the umpire is going to say here to Rippentrop. Maybe something about how he reacted. They're just talking, though. It's civil. Probably about the way he reacted, very frustrated. But having a face-to-face, heart-to-heart there on the mound. 2 outs, man on first. Getting ready to pitch. Jackson Beiswinger, the number 8 prospect in the class of 2024 in North Dakota, apparently. Strike 1, taken in high and away. 0-1 count. Balk, they say. Apparently there was a balk. He had one in there that kind of looked like a balk earlier. It wasn't called. Maybe that's what he was warning him about. His head starts to move forward a little and then it comes back, but his shoulders move too, and I think that's the problem. 0-1 count now. Man on second. First run of the game in scoring position for just the second time. Byswinger, the 0-1, swings and fouls it. No, grounds it over to third. It's going to be fair. The umpire calls it fair. I believe it was fair. The player here for the Expos, Hadley Burris, did not see it that way. It'll be a infield single for Jackson Byswinger. 2 men on now here for Rippentrop. Things getting a little bit hairy. The catcher, Connor Holm, now up. He grounded into a double play his last time he was up. Inhofer talking to the man on second. Hello, fly, get away. All right, Jace Caldwell talking with him. I do believe it went over the bag, but I'm not staring down the line. So, anyways. 2 men on, 2 outs. Big moment here. Swing of the bat could tie things up here in the semifinals. McCoy Rippentrop trying to get out of trouble. First pitch, strike at the knees. The good news is nobody has figured him out. That isn't what happened here. There was a quirky little ball down the line that was fair, and then there was a walk from the same guy who earned a walk earlier. 0-1. Strike 2 down the middle. Breaking ball, and now on the offensive. 0-2 count now for Rippentrop. Connor Holm down in the count. Rippentrop a pitch away from getting out of this. This is one of the deciding moments in this game. One of the biggest at-bats. 0-2. Curveball outside. Take it. 1-2 count. A lot has built to this moment. Those 2 runs, very hard-earned. Fargo doing what they do best, though. Staying consistent, getting hits, getting men on. A 1-2 count. Rippentrop getting out of trouble for the first time in a real way. 1-2. Swung on, grounded over to second. Juvie will handle. The throw is on target, on time, on line, and that'll end the inning. Nobody scores. Another shutout inning for McCoy Rippentrop. 4 innings down, and the Expos are on top 2-0 here in the semifinals, trying to pull off the biggest upset possibly in tournament history. I'm not going to say totally, but the Junior Legion team, the first time that a Junior Legion team has ever made it out of pool play. Now they're in the semifinals against perennial powerhouse Fargo Post 2, and they could get a win. Just an unbelievable situation we're in. So a 4-3 ground out ends the inning. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 2 men left on, bringing the total up to 3 now for Fargo Post 2. Landon Hale pitched a perfect 4th inning. Here's another I have a graphic for you guys. I think you'll enjoy it. Made this for the Instagram before the game started. So here are a list of the accomplishments that the post-22 Expos have had in this tournament. They're the first junior team to win a pool. They're the first Junior Legion team to make it to the round of 16. They're the first team to make it out, make it to the quarterfinals, and they're the first one to make it to the semis. They would also be the first in the finals. And by and far, they have broken this thing, rewritten the record book in their own image. What a Cinderella run this has been. They are continuing right now. Top of the 5th, coming up. Back half of the game, and the Expos on top. First pitch, strike, delivered there. Hale still on the mound. Landon Hale delivering to Kane McLeod. McLeod a line out and a fly out. He's been hitting balls out of the infield, but into gloves. Taken high. Another ball. 2-1 count. Kane McLeod, not a guy you want to let on base. 3 stolen bases in this tournament. You don't want to let any of them on, but especially him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Kane McLeod. Landon Hale doesn't like the call. He says yes to that one. And now the 2-2, kick delivery, taken just high. Good take there from Kane McLeod, trying to get him to swing at high heat. Another arm warming up in the bullpen for Fargo. Full count, swung on, fouled away. That pitch was arguably a strike. Probably too close to let it go. Count still full. Hale delivers. Swung on and popped up into right. Brenner and the second baseman going after it. Play is made by Brigham. And the first out recorded here in the inning. So 5 consecutive out for Hale. And here comes Lars Kiefer. Kiefer coming through in a big way in this game. Had a lead, or had the first hit of the game, a double in the first inning. And then a walk, 2 stolen bases, and the go-ahead run in the third inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He's the guy you want in this situation. He's the one that's going to try to spark things that can really do it. I'm Oliver Fell. You're watching Hard Hats TV here at Minnetonka High School. Check swing, popped away, could be playable. The catcher doesn't get up in time, though. He took a little time to respond, and Leininger not able to track it down in time to make the catch. That was a playable ball, however. If he had popped up, he might have gotten there. So Kiefer down in the count 0-2. Hale definitely taking some of the wind out of the sails here for the Expos. He's been shutting them down in a real way now. But there's still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Expos need all the runs they can get. Trying to make this upset. Popped up into foul territory. First baseman De Jong going after it to the bullpen, and it'll land in the bullpen. Not going to be playable. De Jong went up to the fence to go see it, however. And look, Coach Torvey going to go get a ball. He's watching a young apprentice, Jace Caldwell, do something that hasn't been done since him and Jace did it back in 2018, which would be make it to the Final Four and then make it to the championships. They did lose on a walk-off home run to Millard West. Strike 3 called, and Lars Kiefer goes down looking. First strikeout of the outing for Landon Hale. And they're going to talk to Hale. He's been great. I don't know what they're talking about. Dexter Steen coming up, however. Steen 8 for 13 in this tournament. He came into the game batting a ridiculous 636, 750, and 1386 stat line. So Hale leaves the game right as he's starting to get going. Right as he's in his stride and retires 5 consecutive batters. Now he is going to be replaced. That is a choice. The Fargo manager, clearly knowledgeable, especially about his team. Beckett Stimpson will enter. So Hale, I think it's because the last time that Steen came up against Hale, he got an RBI single. I think that's probably it. Oh, pitch count? They're keeping him under for the game after?
We got 6 games this weekend.
Oh, yeah, but he can pitch as long as he wants in this one. Oh, I see. They have some more games later this week. They want to hold him underneath there. So Landon Hale leaves the game. That is a break for the Expos. Possibly. I mean, we'll see how Beckett Stimpson does. In his outing, Landon Hale pitches 2 innings. Sorry, 2 1/3 innings. No, 2 innings. He allows 1 earned run. He allows 2 hits He walks one, and he gets one strikeout. Wyatt Kazadowski currently on the hook for the loss. Conference games, thank you. First pitch ball taken by Steen, but definitely a break for the Expos. That they, right as Hale's starting to figure him out and lock him down. A new pitcher comes in. Just outside, check swing from Steen. He's able to hold off. Like I said, Steen an RBI single his last time up. Batting tremendously in this tournament. He'll turn on one, hit it into right. Kalbrenner fading back in, jumping to make the grab. It seemed to get a little closer to him than he thought, and that is the inning. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Another perfect inning for Fargo. So it feels like the game's starting to shift in their direction. Expos came out and got their runs, however. The two-out rally turning into 2 runs and a strong enough lead. The defense and McCoy Rippentrop doing great. However, the first time 2 runners have reached in the same inning, last inning. One of them was kind of fluky though. I don't know. It'll be something. Only 2 hits off of McCoy Rippentrop in this game for Fargo Post 2. One of them, that bouncer, which was right along the line, just went over the plate, or went over third base. Hadley Burris didn't even try to make the play. He thought it was a foul ball. So that was one, and then the other one was a bunt single, which McCoy could not dig out with his bare hand. Other than that, nothing. So no legged out infield hits necessarily. Nothing where a throw was involved. That has turned into a hit. The defense playing that perfect game they needed to. I said they'd have to play great. They'd have to take walks. They'd have to take every opportunity. Very few walks handed out and no errors on defense in order to win this one. They are 4 innings through and shut out defense and pitching. They are on top. There are 9 outs left to the championship game for the Expos. That's quite a distance. We'll see how they do. McCoy Rippentrop coming back out for his 5th inning of work. Allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 2 in his start thus far. Jonah DeYoung now up. He grounded out to second his last time. Infield shifted on the outfield grass. Definitely playing deep, trying to keep balls in front of them. First pitch, a strike from Rippentrop here to DeYoung. Another pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Rippentrop doesn't even have to worry about the balk or anything right now with nobody on. So that's good. 1-1. Fastball fouled away. Jonah DeYoung. 0-1 in this game. This whole Fargo squad struggling to hit the Expos. Rippentrop, 2 strikeouts. A 1-2 ball. Swung on and grounded softly over to third. Burris scoops it. He will throw across the diamond, make the play, and the first out recorded here in the bottom of the 5th. Hadley Burris throws it over to Steen to make the out. 12 for 21, they say. Caleb Brigham being pinch hit for. Oh, it's Veet. Yeah. Levi Sveet going to enter the game. He fouls it away. Sveet was one of the starters last year in the Central Plains regional games. I will say that. He has been here for a bit at least. First pitch, strike. Second one is going to be turned around, flared, spinned, and a foul ball. So now again up in the count 0-2. McCoy Rippentrop filling the zone, challenging these hitters, and the lefties Veet should have a slight advantage here. Now down 0-2. Rippentrop sets up, and delivers fastball high. Taking ball. 225 of you here in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing this to you from Minnetonka. Semifinals of the Gopher Classic. Expos trying to do the unthinkable. 1-2. Inside ball taken. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Every single out matters. It's closer and closer to doing something very special. Just outside, and the count runs full. That one was close. Didn't quite break in, though. And taken by feet. Full count. Rippentrop only handed out 2 walks in this game. Can't do one now. Full count. Payoff pitch. Taken high, ball 4. And Rippentrop does hand out the walk. A crucial runner reaches base for Fargo. And Landon Meyer back up. Meyer, an infield bunt back to the pitcher, where Rippentrop couldn't quite get a handle of it on the ground. He was the first hit. And Sveit going to run. He does not get the pinch run treatment. Sveit, I remember him being pretty fast. So there's that. Takes 2.5 steps off first. Rippentrop wipes down the ball and his hand. Double play in effect. Infield slightly pinched in. Bunt shown, thrown low. Brager keeps it in front of him. The game slightly different. It feels like Fargo getting a little more vocal. They're starting to feel something. Oh, they are going to pinch run. I don't know what changed their mind right now. Oh no, they're just getting something over to the man on first. Just had a delivery, man. Manitoba's coaches and some of the Carpetland players eagerly watching. 1-0 count, man on first. Slight lead over on first. Rippentrop delivers, swing and a miss, strike 1. The man goes all the way around, windmills, and comes up empty. Landon Meyer, one of 2 players in this game with a hit. Takes a strike. Rippentrop keeps hitting the corners. His control on full display here. He's digging deep, as is the rest of this team. They're holding on. 1-2. In the dirt. 2-2. Feels like this, at least for me, it feels like I've gotten a lot tighter. It felt like most of this game, the Expos were in control. Now it feels like Fargo is. Expos are obviously on top, but the momentum heading over to Fargo. 2-2, swung on and lined, but foul. That was a hard hit ball. Gonna hit a car. Oh, off the back window of a Chevy Suburban. Navy Suburban. They didn't break it or anything, but I don't know what, that's probably something they didn't want. 2-2 game. Or 2-0 game, 2-2 count. Swung on and lined into right field. Ben Hassett coming in on it. He will make the grab. The runner will stay at first. 2 outs now. Rippentrop coaxes another out. And it brings up the leadoff man, Sam Oshak. Oshak 0 for 2 in this game, in his previous 2 times up in the first and third. Now coming up to face a 3rd time, McCoy Rippentrop. Reminder, they have relief ace Ben Hassett available. But with Rippentrop pitching as well as he is, why would you? Fastball fouled away. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. They're pitching the same, and defense is playing the same as the rest of them, but now I'm nervous. I don't know why. Probably because it's getting so close. 0-1 count. Brager sets up the target on the outside of the plate. Rippentrop going to be forced to reset as time is called by Sam Oshak. Youth baseball is such a lovely thing. Legion, a great place to have narrative stories play out. Gopher Classic, the venue, the stage here. Ball in the dirt, taken 1-1. Time running out for Fargo. Still down 2 runs. McCoy Rippentrop, the 1-1. Ball in the dirt inside, and the count now 2-1. Rippentrop got a lock in. He's getting the slightest bit more wild in recent times. Man on first. Brager sets up the target down the middle. 2-1. Swung on and lined hard into left field. That ball gonna bounce. McLeod picks it up. The runner stays at second. But another hit for Fargo. A 2-out single from Sam Hoshak. And now the tying runner on the bases with 2 outs.
Now batting number 7, Adam Leininger.
Leininger now up to bat. Adam Leininger coming up. The catcher has flown out twice. One to shortstop Dawson Inhofer in left, and the other one to the real left fielder, Kane McLeod. This is something that McCoy was able to get out of last inning. He has to dodge it again. Another key moment in this game that'll decide the outcome. Leininger, first pitch, swung on, popped up, and could be playable. Hadley Burris ranging after it, and it'll be in the other bullpen. So not going to be caught. That'll be strike number 1 of the count. Leininger, an 0-1. The grill now wafting my way. Very fragrant fumes filling my system. 0-1 count. Rippentrop checks on the runner, looks back, checks again, and delivers. Curveball! Just off, they say. It was a good pitch, nonetheless, from Rippentrop. Leininger, a 1-1. Juvie playing deep, expecting some pull, though the opposite field fly balls have been what has happened for Leininger. He swings on one, hits it to Juvie, he gets the grab! Wow, right to him. The shift works yet again. A stroke of genius from Caldwell, and that is the inning. Getting out of trouble. Instead of a line drive single, that turns into a line right into the glove of Juvie for the 3rd out. 2 more innings to go in the semifinals of the Gopher Classic, and the post-22 Expos on top by multiple runs. If you're not here right now, if you aren't telling people to get over here right now to witness some history, you could be a bad friend, frankly. This is something you want to be a part of. This is something you want to experience. This is a once-in-a-generation thing. Expos' 43-year history of this tournament, junior team never made it out of pool play, never made it to round of 16, never made it to the quarterfinals, never made it to the semifinals, and right now they are threatening to make it to the finals. This squad of junior players, largely sophomores going on juniors, some freshmen going on sophomores, a couple of juniors. This is on paper, a team that should not be here. But thanks to heart, coaching, and a desire to win, they have made it this way. And currently, Fargo post 2 on the ropes. Balboa keeps punching above his weight. 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 2 more men left on. And another shutout inning for McCoy Rippentrop. Well, it's been 2 innings since the Expos got on base. Hadley Burris took a walk his last time up on that 2-out rally when the Expos scored both of their runs back in the 3rd inning. Top of the 6th. Burris takes a strike right down the middle. from Beckett Stinson. One count to Stimson. I think there's a little bee here. It could just be a fly, but it looks like a pollinator. He's a little fuzzy. Shout out to you. All right, 1-1 count. Sorry, 2-1 count. I missed a pitch in there. The pitch to Burris, taken high again. Burris with a smaller strike zone than most. He's still growing into his final frame. 3-1 count to Burris. A walk would be huge. Swing on and popped up into center field. Leininger gonna stand still, comes right to him. Complimentary delivery, out number 1. And it brings up Juvie. Juvie has been huge in this game. 2 singles, a stolen base, and an RBI. His last one he hit back up the first base line to where DeYoung stands right now. DeYoung was covering the bag trying to get a pickoff play, and it ended up taking his momentum away from the ball, turned into an RBI single that brought home Dexter Steen. 1-0 count to Juvie. He came through. A 1-2 count to Graydon Juvie. The pitch, taken low. Stimson. Facing Juvie. Juvie faced 3 different pitchers now. He has a single off of 2 of the 3. A 2-2 count. With 1 out, big moment. Graydon Juvie is focused, ready, swings and grounds a ball over to third. The race is on, picked up, and the throw on the run, got him. Good play from the Fargo third baseman, Jackson Beiswinger, to get an out that not a lot of people could have. 5-3 ground out, the speed from Juvie, no joke. And that is now 9 batters consecutively retired. Dawson Inhofer, the last one up in this swing. He was the one who started the streak. Could it come to an end? Expos currently failing on offense, but they have 2 runs. It could be enough, but they do want to switch the momentum at least. They don't want it to be where they're kind of just, effectively in like prevent or something in a football scenario. 1-1 count now to Inhofer. Swung on and grounded up the middle, and it might get through. It will! Under the glove of the second baseman, Speet, and that'll be a single. Dawson Inhofer. It goes all the way around, and as it clicks back to 12 o'clock, Cuckoo comes out with a single. Dawson Inhofer, a 2-out single. The first hit of the game for the Expos since the 3rd inning. And it brings up Brager. Brager 1 for 2, had a single his last time, or in the 2nd inning, off of Kazakowski. Breaking ball right in the middle. Beautiful pitch there from Stimson. Beckett Stimson. Pitching a very important situation here for Fargo. They've had their pitching used. They've played 7 games in this week so far. Pickoff attempt, gets away, run. Oh, never mind. He was a little late to start. The ball hit him in the back. Dawson Inhofer going to take a little walk. That one might have hurt. He hit him in the back as he was sliding back. He's going to bend over, make sure he's all right. The trainer's staying in the dugout for now. Something to note about Dawson Inhofer. He is impossible to get out on the bases. I will just tell you that right now, Fargo people. You might say, well, can't be. We have a really good catcher. Yeah, I know. A lot of teams have good catchers. And none of them have caught Dawson Inhofer. 23 for 23 this season at the Expos level. Was not caught a single time at the Hard Hats level. If he takes off, you're not getting him. 0-1. Called strike. Just caught the top of the zone on the backside of the plate. That ball... that's a take that I don't blame Carter for making. A reasonable take. but the umpire counts for the back of the plate where it does hit on its way out. 0-2 count. Inhofer, heavy lead. Taken high this time, doesn't drop in. 1-2 count to Brager. 5 for 13 in the tournament. 2 outs, big situation. Inhofer feels like he's going to take off right now. Pick-off attempt. The pitcher felt the same thing as me. One-two count. Inside ball taken. Moving out of the way to dodge it. Carter Brager now in a 2-2 count. The patience paying off. Nothing easy. You aren't getting any mistakes from this Rapid City team. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. He did hit the zone there. And Stimpson hits his mark, ends the inning. Expos score none in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th now. Fargo, 6 outs to go. Trailing by 2. The Expos, real dang close. But they still have to get 6 more outs. And that's quite a few. 6 more outs, up by 2 runs. That was the first strikeout of the outing for Stimpson. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 left on. 2-0, still the score for the Expos. Geez, here's something. You need to spread the word, frankly. I'm not even just saying that because, it's a stream that I'm running. This is a truly historic moment. People don't know about this, really. Explain it to them. The junior team, they're the first team to ever make it out of pool play. First one to make it to round of 16, first to make it to quarters, first to make it to semis. And right now, against a powerhouse that has made it to the Legion World Series 9 times and finished runner-up in 2019. A team that's 34-3 on the season. A team that is 7-0, and their smallest margin of victory has been 4 runs. Most of their games, not right now. Okay, well, my hotspot, which had been so good so far, now struggling a little. Sorry about that. 1-1 count. No, 2-1 count to the leadoff man, Charlie Kalbrenner, the big, hard-swinging lefty. Oh, just off, they say. Close one. Okay, now we're back. Connection doing just fine now. Swing and a miss from Kalbrenner. Full count. Kalbrenner 0 for 2, a fly out to right and a ground out hard over to second. They've been hard contact, has not struck out. Payoff pitch from Rickentrop is inside and the opening man on. Not too great for him. The second time that an opening man has reached base in this game off Rippentrop. Kalbrenner, a very tall, imposing figure over there at first base compared to Steen. And here is Leininger. Leininger, 2 walks on full counts. Takes a ball in the dirt. Sorry if it went offline for a second. I do also have a backup stream of this game being recorded that I might cut up if the Expos do win. 1-0 count for Rippentrop. Kalbrenner. Moving over, strike 1. It was, somebody put an extra ball. It is 1-1. Now here to Leininger. He's the cleanup man for a reason. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Expos on top 2-0. They forced a double play earlier after letting the opening man on. Swung on and grounded over to third. Burris cannot make the play. It gets away from his glove. That is the first error of the ball game. And that is the thing that could not happen. The whole shutout right here predicated on the fact that nobody has committed an error and that nothing has come for free. That's the first free. That is so rough with the Brager situation. That one lined into left field. Coming in on it, McLeod will make the grab. Are we back? We're trying. Bottom of the sixth. They make their move just in time. To recap that one, 2 hits lead to 4 runs. There are 2 errors, one on Brager. And 3 men are left on base. Four to 2 the score for the Fargo squad. 1 more inning to go, and it's not optimistic as I'm sorry, the connection has been terrible at the end. I want it to work. I want it to work so bad, but maybe it's running out of data. Okay, so of the connection, there was a hot shot diving grab, bases loaded, nobody out. Brager, the throw to Brager slightly off the base. Brager tries to stretch and keep his foot on the bag. Bases were loaded, so a tag out at home would have ended the inning. Brager tried to hold the play for some reason, as if he were like, I don't know, holding a play at first or something. And his foot was not a runner coming by him, and the runner scored because he wasn't touching home plate. And the run came in. And yeah, only one. There were 2 errors, and that Brager one, a bad one. Expos on the ropes here now. Up with some more magic. Swung on and inside out swing, goes foul. Tatum Giddings up to bat. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Called. One ball, 2 strike. Towards the dugout, play is made. Out number 1 recorded.
Fielder number 15, Ben Haskell.
2 more chances for the Expos. Down 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. I'm trying to change things. Trying to keep it the same. The top of the order is here, though. They are very productive. Outside ball. Taken, 1-1. Fouled away. Count now 1-2. 2. And